The Last Guardian is a PlayStation 4 game where you play as a small boy who finds himself in mysterious ruins with a giant creature, and with his help must find a way out, discovering the secrets of this strange place along the way. Many people would also tell you that it took way too long to get released, but that has no bearing on how I feel about this title. It is worth noting that the game was developed by the same people as Shadow of the Colossus, so an immediate resemblance in style is noticeable. With that being said, everything in this game is gorgeous. The vast, ruin-speckled landscapes, the creature known as Trico, even the dark, cramped rooms and corridors. It has vibrant lighting and lots of assets that shift from movement and the wind, making for an all-around pleasing and grand aesthetic. The first time I saw Trico leap from one surface to another brought an immediate smile to my face. Just the sight of something of that scale moving so majestically is impressive. The majority of the gameplay revolves around finding your way from room to room trying to get past obstacles. This can range from simple climbing to ledges and pulling switches to open doors, to riding Trico across stone pillars and having him launch you into the air using an old wagon. One of the biggest selling points are your interactions with Trico. You start off tending to his wounds and feeding him to calm him down as well as gain his trust. Then soon you free him from his chains and coax him through the ruins using simple calls. He does a pretty good job of figuring out where to go on his own, but every once in a while you will need to show him the way. Eventually, he will understand more complex commands, allowing you to tell him to do specific actions. Watching Trico has to be one of the best things about this game. He has the tendency to watch every move you make, almost as if to see what you want to do next in order to help. The best way to describe it is like a big puppy seeking your approval. When you give directional commands, he will look that way and analyze the environment to find the next course of action. All of this just feels like such natural human-animal interaction and can lead to some very memorable occasions. You do eventually engage in combat, however this is mostly up to Trico, as you are nearly defenseless. The main enemies are animated suits of armor that, when they grab you, try to carry you to portal-like doors scattered around. As you progress, you slowly start to uncover more information about where you are and its purpose, as well as the creature that now accompanies you. The most straightforward information being introduced through spoken dialogue and in-depth cutscenes acting as flashbacks. As I experienced in my playthrough, I would say The Last Guardian is well worth your time. It was all really pleasant, except there were a few issues I had. First of all, the camera has a tendency to not go where you want it to in tighter corridors, especially if you're riding Trico. I advise walking to new rooms on your own. Second, when grabbed by enemies, it can get quite frustrating to wiggle your way out, then stumble right into the arms of another. A couple other minor annoyances come from climbing on Trico while he is moving, as well as some frame drops when entering areas with lots of assets, though it does normalize after fully loading. I only encountered one major glitch when the physics broke, causing the game to freeze. Other than that, it was glitch-free. Well, there you have it. All around it was a really good game. It had some annoying moments, but these pale in comparison to the positive aspects. Keep in mind, it does move at a slower pace, so don't go looking for intense, fast-paced action. But if you're looking for a visual experience with subtle emotional narrative, then you should definitely play The Last Guardian.